Hi guys, so the new Astral sign level 80 came out like a few days ago on Wednesday, I think. I actually got to level 80, but I didn't really have time to go and test out and try the combos because the level 80 Nebula is just a buff to Tetra Vortex. So how it actually works is just every time you cast Tetra Vortex, the next 5 skills that require 4 orbs will require none instead. So you see, even when Tetra Vortex runs out, so Tetra Vortex runs out, but this is from the Astral sign, so I can still cast it up to 5 times. So I can really feel the difference of this in PvE, especially TOC, where Season 3 the boss is invulnerable a lot of the time, but even after casting Tetra Vortex, I'm not wasting the duration. I don't have to cast it on the floor because when the invulnerability goes away, I can just continue to cast this and charge my spellbook really fast. So this video is slightly different. I'm going to be testing with full randomness, except for mana length boost. I'm just going to go with Core Overload instead because I can't guarantee that I'll stand in the same spot always. My cards just medium, demi-human, and my sigils. Where's my sigils? So because I'm doing a full damage test, I'm gonna be testing for a longer period of time. So I'll do about 3 minutes to try and even out the randomness of the Thanos and the Element Inside Protocol proccing more often. And hopefully my brain doesn't explode from seeing so many test results. But yep, I will start with the combo that I normally use from the past video, which is this. But I've been seeing that the tick damage of the Comet is actually doing a lot more damage than my combo itself, especially in TOC. I'm not sure if it's bugged because of the damage over time thing, because I've been hearing that Mechanic has also been doing a lot of damage with the lava pool on the floor, up to like 20 million damage in Nightmare mode, even without the fatal requirement. So yeah, let me just clear my spellbook and then I'll start testing. So for the second test, I'll just be adding in the arc lightning. Third test, I'm just gonna try with this. So currently the combo that has just Comet and Crimson Rock is already doing more damage than the combo that has Chain Lightning included. This is on a neutral dummy though, so have to see if the element will affect, because turns out that having the chance to cast more Comet probably leads to the Element Inside and everything proccing more often than if I'm casting Chain Lightning instead. Also from my previous tests, doing this and doing anything that has arc lightning at its base, it generally has done less damage than having the Crimson Rock and Comet at the base. So I'm not gonna be testing that because I'm lazy. But if y'all do find out that it does more damage, let me know, then I'll go and play with it. Currently I've been getting feedback that having the Crimson Rock and Arc Lightning on level 5 makes a big difference in terms of the combo. but this is my current build because this is ghost and this is the water and earth build, and I just don't have enough space to I don't have enough presets to play around with all the different builds, with these two being max, and I need this for PvP, so I can't really test it, I'm sorry. For book wise, I'm still using the Combat Chain Lightning. I haven't exactly tested which one is the best loadout for reading spellbook, but eventually I'll get to it when I have the time. So for the water dummy, I'll be testing Water Dragon Large because this is what we're gonna be fighting quite often for water monsters. In terms of TSA, we're gonna fight it once a week. So I'll be testing this combo out first, and then the second combo will be this, and lastly I'll test with the Comet and Crimson Rock. So the next test I'm gonna be trying the Arc Lightning and then Comet before the Chain Lightning, because I realized that the Chain Lightning hitting after the Comet actually consumes the blaze instead of the blaze consuming the spark, so maybe it will do more damage because it does the wind damage here instead. So from the previous test, I actually realized that this was the only test on the water dummy that actually hit 230 million DPS during the test. So I think it's safe to say that depending on the element of monster that you're attacking, be it earth or what, you wanna put the element that's strong against it at the back, and this over here, so that the Tetra can cast this first before the effect that you want to proc, which is for water it will be Chain Lightning doing the additional damage, and if you're using fire as the main DPS, you want the blaze consumed to wait, where is it? Here, you want the blaze to consume the spark instead of the spark consuming the blaze. So I'll test out the damage on the normal dummy instead with this skill order, but with Crimson Rock, Chain Lightning, and then Comet over here, because I suspect that the damage might actually be higher than compared to the just the Crimson Rock combo, which is currently the best. So I don't know if you guys saw that, but actually the damage peaked at about 232 million, which is the highest thus far lah. It might be also due to the RNG, but being able to see 230 million in 2 separate tests over such a long period of time, it should be quite consistent. So instead of testing this combo on the neutral, I'm just gonna go straight for the Earth Dragon Large and compare it against the Comet combo, just the Comet and the combo with just the Comet and Crimson Rock. I'm sorry, it's 1 AM, my brain isn't really functioning that well. So for the fire, I'm actually realizing immediately that this has peaked to 240 million. Might be due to the fact that the blaze consuming isn't worth the damage over time that the comet actually puts on the floor. Where is it? Here. So this special cost 4 might be more worth than the as compared to the chain lightning, because the chain lightning doesn't have damage over time. It just has one burst, one big burst. Actually, it's 3,300% damage total, as compared to this 2,000% damage. So this one looks better in terms of normal DPS, but I'll have to test on other element dummies as well to double confirm that. But seeing as this is just straight up doing a lot better, peaking at 240 million, I most likely won't be testing the I won't be testing the combo that includes the arc lightning, as if you're using fire as your main DPS, just using these two is just better. I will do one test without Tetra Vortex, just to see how big of a difference it is with and without, and if it's a little bit close, I'll conduct the test on the neutral dummy as well, to just see if it's worth using Tetra Vortex or not. So this is actually the first 240 million that we actually got today. So I think it's quite safe to say that for fire as main DPS, just stick with using fire alone. So now I'll test without the Tetra Vortex, just to confirm that the level 80 Nebula actually makes Tetra Vortex worth using a lot more. So just to show that the Tetra Vortex does affect your overall damage output, I'm just gonna do one test of this, because it's about a 7 million difference, and this didn't peak at 240 million at all. So I can quite confidently say that Tetra Vortex is worth being at level 5 and putting it into your auto settings, regardless of the situation. Unless PvP, you can argue that having Tetra Vortex on manual cast might be better, due to you being able to control when you want to actually use it as your use it to quickly get your burst kind of skill kind of thing. So one more that I'll be testing, we'll go back to the medium demi-human, but now we'll be testing on fire. So medium demi-human. So for fire, previously I tested that the Crimson Rock combo actually did more damage. So I'm going to be testing the combo that is currently doing the most damage, which is the Tetra Vortex, Crimson Rock and Comet, as well as the Spellbook. This combo is getting the best damage against the neutral. So I'll be using this against the best wind combo, which will be Arc Lightning, Chain Lightning, and Arc Lightning, Comet, Chain Lightning, sorry. So now I'll be using the strongest wind combo. For the fire monster, unlike before, the wind actually does more damage now. So I'm gonna go back and compare on the neutral dummy how much the wind does with this new setup that I found to be much stronger than the old one. Overall, not much has changed. The using Crimson Rock as your base for a majority of the elements is still better. You can see over here that the Tetra Crimson Rock Comet book combo actually did more damage than the old combo that I was using, which is the Tetra Crimson Rock Comet Chain Lightning. Yes, Chain Lightning combo by slightly a little bit more. So in PvE, I would just recommend taking out the Chain Lightning because it's not that significant, and you're gonna want to stack as much lava damage as possible. So that's for neutral. For water and earth, I tested the TSA attributes, which is large dragon. So for water, I tested before that the element that using fire against water is much worse, so I didn't even bother testing that. One thing that I discovered during the test, which I mentioned earlier, is the fact that the wind combo actually activating the spark consuming the blaze gives you a significant boost in damage as compared to the blaze, where you can just use it solo. The fire build, you can just use it solo by itself and it will do more damage than adding chain lightning into it, whereas the lightning actually relies a lot on the combo proccing the spark and blaze. So the skill order against the water TSA and water MVPs in general will be Tetra Vortex, Arc Lightning, Chain Lightning, Tetra Vortex, Arc Lightning, Comet, Chain Lightning, because you wanna get the activation of the spark consuming the blaze as much as possible. For Earth, it's pretty straightforward. The Tetra Vortex Crimson Rock Comet combo was the best DPS test out of all the tests that we did today. So that one's a no-brainer because the fire combo just does more damage than the wind combo in general. So this one, as we mentioned during the neutral, you don't need to be adding chain lightning into it. So only against fire and water MVPs will you want to change your combo to Tetra, Arc Lightning, Comet, and then Chain Lightning. It's a little bit awkward if you think about it, but it's what gave me the most damage. Then for every other element, I would recommend sticking with the Crimson Rock Comet combo. Just these two. It's gonna give you the best DPS output in PvE. So overall, the level 80 Nebula Path, the level 80 Astral Sign, it's not that big of an upgrade as compared to the previous three, but because Warlock is in such a good position currently, I think it's you can't complain about it. It's a very nice quality of life to have. So that's about it for the video. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the support and the feedback that you guys have been giving, because I'm very open to suggestions because my tests are not always perfect. I think moving on from here, most of my tests will be done with my full damage, because it gives me a chance to actually gauge where my character is and how my progression is going, because most of the time, every time I testing damage, I'm recording, and this is the only damage test that I'm actually doing. So yeah, please do let me know if there are any more tests that you want me to do, or if there's any questions you have or suggestions that you have. I will try my best to reply everything. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.